Okay guys, last problem for the week. It's just a longer version of the 2x2 finding inverse. Notice I changed the third line of this thing to 0, 0, 2 instead of 3, negative 7, 8 because that one would cause a problem. It doesn't actually have an inverse. We're not going to talk about that. I just didn't want to confuse you with one without an inverse. So we're going to start this the same way we would start the 2x2, only I'm going to need to do a 3x3 identity, just 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Same strategy though. My top left is already 1, so I really just need to zero out the rest of the column, which means I need to take row 2 and subtract 4 row 1s, because 4 minus 4 will give me that 0. So that puts me at 1, 0, negative 5, 1, 0, 0. The first and third rows aren't going to change. It's just the second row that's going to change. Okay, so the whole goal was to get 0 here. Negative 7 minus 4 zeros is still negative 7. 3 minus 4, negative 5. So now negative 4 times negative 5 is actually positive 20, so this should become 23. 0 minus 4 ones is negative 4, but these two should stay the same. Now this whole column is fixed. My next goal is to get this number, which is currently negative 7, to become a 1. So I need to take row 2 and divide it by negative 7. Again, none of the other rows are going to change. But this one is all divided by negative 7. So this becomes 0, 1. 23 divided by negative 7, it's not a pretty number. It's negative 23 sevenths, but you'll live. On the other side, negative 4 divided by negative 7 is positive 4 sevenths. 1 divided by negative 7 is negative 1 seventh, and this is still 0. Now, good news for us, this whole column, the rest of the numbers are already 0, so we don't have anything to fix there. So the next thing I have to do is get the 1 in the bottom right. I'm going to put that here. And to do that, I need to take row 3 and divide it by 2. So now row 3 is the only one that's going to change. The other two rows are staying the same. This is now 0, 0, 1. That's what our goal is, and 0, 0, 1 half. Okay, now that we've done that, I need to zero out the rest of this column, which means I need to take row 1. And to get rid of a negative 5, I need to add 5. So I need to add 5 row 3s. So now we're fixing row 1. Row 2 and row 3, again, are not going to change. Row 1 is going to change, though. 1 plus 5 zeros is still 1. 0 plus 5 zeros is still 0. Negative 5 plus 5 is 0. 1 plus 5 zeros is 1. 0 plus 5 zeros is still 0. 0 plus 5 1 halves is 5 halves. And the last thing I need to do is fix row 2. This is a harder one. How do I get from negative 23 sevenths to 0? I need to add 23 sevenths of row 3, which looks ugly, but we will survive. Again, row 1 and row 3 are going to stay the way they are. So let's see what's happening for row 2. 0 plus 23 sevenths of 0 is 0. 1 plus 23 sevenths of 0 is still 1. This is going to become 0. That was the whole point. 4 sevenths plus 23 sevenths of 0 is still 4 sevenths. Negative 1 seventh plus 23 sevenths of 0 is still negative 1 seventh. So now we have 0 plus 23 sevenths of 1/2. What is 23 sevenths of 1/2? It would be 23 over 14. So that gives us an answer of 4 sevenths, -1/7, and 23/14. And so that is the answer to our problem. So our inverse is 1/05, 4 sevenths, -1/7, 23/14, 0, 0, 1/2. And that's all for today.